on the tune.
Here we have
Here we have,
the
yeah.
We Too float. This is one of the first floats we always see in the parade every year, and it really is a nod to the original inhabitants of this land. The We Too float was created to replicate the coastal dwellings of the early Wampanoag tribes in honor of the original inhabitants of our area. And we start here in the year approximately 1600 and earlier.
Yes, right.
So for people who are watching at home, we are going to go through time. Paul, tell us a little more.
Yeah, it's exactly right. And not only that, the Wampanoag was really the hospitable agent for the Pilgrims. Otherwise, the Pilgrims would never have survived. So a real tip of our hat there. But then we chronologically go through the centuries, and we'll go right to the present day. So this is going to happen, and it's very unusual for parades to do this. That we always wanted to do this. And here is Plymouth Rock Foundation. I serve as the president of Plymouth Rock Foundation, and this is our original banner. And we actually have a 12th generation direct descendant as Governor William Bradford walking here in the parade.
And that is David Bradford,
That's right.
board member of the Plymouth Rock Foundation and former Governor General of the Delaware Mayflower descendants.
Exactly, and but those Mayflower descendants, we're going to hear more about them too.
Yeah, they're going to be a big part of this parade, which is really, if you think about it, chronologically through their own family history, what it means to take part in this parade, what it means to be here in town. All right, the Mayflower 2 replica from 1609 to 1620. Of course, Mayflower 2 is 1/20th the size of the Mayflower 2. Every detail of the original ship was considered and depicted in this replica. The Mayflower 2, maintained by Plymouth Pawtuxet Museum, has just undergone an extensive restoration. We know what happened to the original, or we do not know what happened.
No, we don't.
Do we really?
A lot of myths about that, but Ollie, this was one that took a lot of time to build.
Yeah, about a month. Non-stop work. It was great. A lot of people helped to put this together, but we have it every year because it's the beginning of the story of the Pilgrims getting here.
Isn't it true the original Mayflower, though, did return back
Yes,
to England?
It went back to
and
England.
then after that,
And then back that, and of course we don't know, it was taken apart sometime in the 1620s,
it was a
and
cold winter they had to get through, and it was,
who knows?
right?
Oh, there's all kinds of, I've been in all kinds of buildings in England that supposedly have beams from the Mayflower, but nobody knows.
To think about, though, coming across the Atlantic in something of this size,
Exactly.
things must have been really bad back at home.
I'll tell you, they had 2 ships. The Speedwell had to go back, it sprung a leak, and then they came and crammed in the Mayflower, 120 people there, plus 18 crew members. So you're talking about cramped quarters.
And,
What-
and in a historical note, tell the folks, remind them why they decided to make this journey.
Well, they made this journey because of their faith and their desire to set up a commonwealth in one way where they could have freedom, religious freedom, to live out that faith. And so they went through that. And of course, we now have the New Plymouth Guard here, very close in time period, that reenact this on a regular basis to give us an idea what it was like, because they set up their own militia. Every man was a soldier to protect his family if needed.